Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is your Screenwriter's Rant on 3 different movies. The first is Killing Faith, kind of a weird Western with Guy Pearce. Then there's Swiped, the story of Tinder, kind of interesting. And then the Choral from Ralph Fiennes. This looks like one of those critically acclaimed movies. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Thanks for checking out the Pineys, books 1 through 18, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. All right, let's get into it. Killing Faith. So there's this little girl with a strange power, and if she takes her bare hand and pets something, it dies. So that's her strange power. And for some reason, her caretaker is black and has to take her to Guy Pearce, who's a drunken doctor, to see if they can cure her. But her power is beyond curing, and soon he's caught up in a web of weird characters. And Bill Pullman plays some sort of preacher, because you know the preacher always has to be the bad guy these days in Hollywood, who's, abusing his power. And he's going to use the little girl, I don't know, to kill people? I don't exactly know what's going on. The little girl could just take off her glove and kill Bill Pullman. So I'm not sure about this movie. It looks different, though. I kind of like it. I'm not sure if the little girl is evil or not, or intends to be evil. But Bill Pullman is clearly evil. Very evil. And Guy Pearce, man, he always gives 100%. I mean, Bill Pullman does too, but story by Ned Crowley and David Martin, written and directed by Ned Crowley. So, I kind of think it's an intriguing premise with the little girl. It's weird that it's set in a Western, but okay. Keeps people isolated. Keeps out the usual modern contrivances that would, throw caution into the wind or throw problems into a plot like this. So yeah, and what's the name? Guy Pearce. I think he's addicted to sniffing ether or something. I'm not sure why her caretaker is black, though. I guess she's running the orphanage. I don't know. So, first act, she brings him to Guy Pearce, or brings the little girl to Guy Pearce, who, I don't know what he could do for her. Nothing? Then, for some reason, Bill Pullman finds out about it and then tries to kidnap the girl, but then Guy Pearce is going to save her. But he's kind of pathetic, and I think these are witches, but I'm not sure. It feels like they're the three fates. Is there like a whole Shakespeare connection here? I'm not sure. I wouldn't go see this in a theater, but I'd 100% stream it, because it just looks like it's got a lot of weird elements. And the cast, I've seen a lot worse. Bill Pullman's pretty good. He's pretty damn good. I haven't seen him in a while. But it seems like they always make the pastor the bad guy. Or a drunk. Hollywood. There's kind of cool scenes. This dude jumping down on him. There's a scene of a guy trapped in a cage trying to shoot his way out. Yeah, that scene. So, yeah, I would see this thing. Not sure where it's going. I think it may be some sort of, like, possession movie. Kind of like a Western version of, like, The Omen or something. So, first act, the little girl has these strange powers. And for some reason, her caretaker has to bring her to Guy Pearce. Second act, Guy Pearce somehow gets involved, but then Bill Pullman finds out about this girl and wants to kidnap her and does, and then third act they try to save her. But she may be evil. I don't know. There's a lot of elements going on in here. That's why I'm intrigued. I don't have a lot of confidence in Hollywood, so yeah, I wouldn't pay for the movie, but I would stream it just to find out what happens. So it does look interesting. Let's read the write-up, see if there's any more info here. In the lawless frontier of 1849, a deadly sickness spreads, and with it, rumors of a young girl cursed by the devil. One man must choose whether to run or stand and protect the innocent. Oh, excuse me. This Western thriller stars Guy Pearce, DeWanda Wise, Bill Pullman, Raul Trulia, Jamie Newman, Jack Alcott, Joanne Cassidy, and Emily Ford. Writer-director Ned Crowley's Killing Faith will be distributed by Shout Studios October 3rd, 2025. Good month to release this film, too. It's got kind of a Halloween-y vibe. So, yeah, I think I would see this. I mean, it's Western. It's a horror movie. What more do you want? What more do you want? All right, moving on. You've got Swiped. This is the story of Tinder. I don't know how true this is. Generally, I do not trust these Hollywood movies because the premise of this one is really this woman created Tinder, kind of, or she turned Tinder into the massive success it was today. But then when it got all sexist, she got pushed out of the company and started Bumble and then defeated the guys. This September. So I'm not sure how true it is, but I will say that women are obsessed with relationships and they know a lot about relationships, the mechanics and whatnot. So yeah, I wouldn't put it past, a lot of times they put September 19th. They put these kinds of stories up, and I go, it's probably not true. This, I can believe a woman made a better dating app site. Because I have personally used Tinder and Bumble in the past, and I think Bumble's a better site. I do. I'm not on it anymore, but I would tell you to bring back the 3-minute meet and greets that they used to have. Those work pretty good. I felt like they were fun. They were fun. They were sort of like online. You go to they have these things where you meet for like a minute and then you switch seats and you keep doing that. I never went to one, but the digital one was kind of worked. So yeah, I'm more intrigued with the true story. And since I don't trust Hollywood, I would probably just look this up on Wikipedia and call it a day. Or, someplace I would trust more with the information. But is it going to be a good movie? These are pretty standard. First act, they have this cool idea called Tinder. Can it work? Bunch of frat boys built it. And Lily James, she knows how to market things, so she does. It makes them $1 billion, but then they kick her out because she starts complaining too many girls are getting dick pics, which is a problem. It is a problem on these sites. I can't imagine it's not a problem on Bumble, quite frankly, but I would imagine if a woman ran the site, she'd be way better at policing that kind of stuff. Way better. So maybe they don't even allow you to exchange photos anymore on that site. I don't know. So, yeah, and quite frankly, that's a huge red flag, right? I mean, I think it's got to be pretty easy to eliminate. If a dude sends you a picture of his unit, it's a pretty huge red flag, and you could just kind of say no to him, right? Anyhow, it's the rise and sort of fall, maybe of Tinder, maybe the rise of Tinder. Oh my God, we're making $1 billion. You're out, and then the rise of Bumble. The end. She gets the girls get the revenge, and this one I kind of believe, but I probably won't watch it. That being all said, because again, I don't really trust Hollywood to tell me real stories. So what's the point? I might as well look it up, and you might as well have made something up. I'm more interested in fake stuff. Finally, there's the Choral. And this is a movie with Ralph Fiennes as a guy who is an excellent musician, but he's also, it's during World War One, and he pursues music and doesn't care about the war. So he's been in touch with the Germans because a lot of them made music, classical music, and that doesn't sit well with the sensibilities of the locals in England. But he is trying to cast an opera, I guess, and there's a lot of tension back home. And he cast a guy, but then he either gets sent to war, or and killed. But in this case, one of the guys comes back who can sing. He can sing very well, but he lost an arm, and I guess nobody's accepting him, even his girl. And but he's bitter about losing his arm, and Ralph Fiennes says, "No, just sing." So he agrees to do it, and I think it changes his life. And it kind of helps people get through life. And the running gag is, don't mention anything German. And I think this dude was in the Full Monty, but now he's playing like a completely different character. November 7th. It looks nice. It seems like a positive movie. There's also, I think, this is a black singer who has a great voice, so she's recruited too. So I do think there's a bit of the message thrown in here for good measure. But I'm kind of like, I don't know if it's a true story. I kind of doubt it, but who knows? Maybe. Might be. Wasn't a lot of racial animus in the UK. So maybe it's true. Or maybe it's just made up. First act, they're all struggling during the war. They recruit Ralph Fiennes. He recruits these unusual people, a black woman to sing, a one-armed man to sing, and somehow it all comes together, and people are better for it, and the music transcends everything. So it seems like a nice, positive movie. Would I say it? I guess if someone wanted to watch it, I'd watch it with them. I don't think I'd seek it out. It's not my kind of movie, but I do like that it's happy. I don't think I could sit through the whole thing. I have the attention span of a fruit fly. All right, so let's rank these movies. We got the Choral, the Swiped, the Tinder movie, and see, it's Swiped because they stole the idea, and then maybe, and Killing Faith. I have to say I'd put the Choral on the bottom. I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it's kind of positive and nice if you like a nice sort of positive drama. I think the message stuff slipped in there. Maybe kind of hurt it for me, but it's not my type of movie, really. But I think it would be watchable. Swiped would probably be number 2. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing this. Again, wouldn't seek it out. Don't really trust, the Hollywood to do this right. But I kind of wouldn't mind watching it and then looking it up, maybe, if it was on streaming. I would never pay for either of those movies. And then finally, number 1 for me, 100%, Killing Faith. I think I might go to a movie for this, and actually pay for it if I wanted to go back into movie theaters. It's been a disaster for me the last few times. But I would definitely catch this on streaming. Oh yeah, 100%. This looks cool. It looks cool. What is that? What the hell is that? That's like a skeleton. Oh, scary. Okay. So that's the 3 movies, and that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site for more videos. And check me out all this week. I got a lot of stuff coming up. Let me just go over it really quick. Wednesday, I'll be at Juniper in Hamilton for my 11 a.m. How to Hunt the Jersey Devil. Then Thursday, I'll be at Taunton Run in West Berlin at 2 p.m. for How to Hunt the Jersey Devil. They're both senior places, so you need permission to be there if you're not residents or family. However, you do not need permission on Friday night to to come to the Dragonflight Night Market, 7 to 11, open to the public. And if they get me a stage time, I will do a talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Saturday, I'll be at the Pfeiffer Community Center in Williamstown, where the Book 18 takes place, and I do have copies at 1 p.m. for how to hunt the Jersey Devil. I will be doing the talk there. It's not like a Williamstown marketplace. It's just the event at the community center. And then on Sunday, I'll be at the JEVS Independence Network in Collingswood at 1 p.m. for how to hunt the Jersey Devil. That's a special needs guys, and I'm looking forward to that. I probably the same rules as a nursing home applies. If you are not residents or family, you probably need permission to be there, so call ahead. Well, I hope to see you at one of these things. We'll see you in the next one.